Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am One Man. Tonight we are playing some good old-fashioned. Actually, it's not old-fashioned. Sorry about that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am One Man. But if you didn't hear me before, or if you did, thanks for stopping by. Today we're doing a very unique gameplay here. We're going to be doing some Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy. You know, the iconic one that gets everybody into the game, you know? So let's begin. Let's begin the route to a great legal game. I am your host, the legal Wally One Man. Here we go. Now that's a wallpaper if I ever saw one. Why did I need to be told to press the X button? Here we go! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen! I am One Man, and we're playing Ace Attorney! Woot! Woot woot! The first turnabout. The fuck? Ooh! Drippity blood! Is this the Thinker? Yes, it is. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Phoenix Wright Ace Idiot. God, he is such a shit-eating grin. Yeah, but how are you going to do that? How? Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phil, I'm glad they made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. That says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you know the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. How, though? I want to help him out. Oh, sorry, that wrong voice. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Well, my life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Oh, sorry. Death! Despair! Whoa! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die! Yeah. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry. Jude! I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! Read the phrase, Jai! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Oh, took her away from me, Nick! Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Wait, why was you in red? My name is Phoenix Wright, and I love to fight. Oh, no. Can't do the Finley theme. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Are you sure about that? By the way, I love how the blood is all, like, really polite and remains within... I like when the blood is, like, coloring within the lines. Why am I making... Why am I even nitpicking that? A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sep dating her. Larry Butts, who sounds a lot like Sean Connery. My best friend since grade school. Damn, bro. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Why? Why is that? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Knowing my luck, he's gonna be like, oh, it was me all along. And I'm gonna be like Jerry and says, son of a bitch. That and I own one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Go get him! August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Boom. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in your case. That would be Larry Butts, sir. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Cindy, okay. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Oh, since her name's Cindy, that's easy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... I apparently got interrupted. Hit with a blunt object. It was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You have answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, I'm gonna take one... The master behind our court's gonna take a bit of a big sip. Big sip of water. Stay hydrated, folks. Just somebody give me better chicken than my mama's, secret recipe. First, the question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Roger told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button. I already did, you fuck. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Boats, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that may help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. There he gets excited easily. This could be bad.
By the way, that's one way to change the scene. With a burp. Mr. Boots, is it not true that the victim had recently come to?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo, Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I say in my thoughts. I was jumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. Why'd she shoot you anyway?
Mr. Boots, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I do not believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
If the guy is not understanding what dump means, wouldn't he not be, culpable for a crime if he's too stupid to know? Fucking hell. This case is already dead on arrival. Passport added to the court record. Home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Sure, no way. The victim was a mother, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar? Oh. Facepalm.
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
But, again, wouldn't you consider his reaction a bit, sus?
Tell me, Mr. Boots, what do you think of her now?
Okay, red text. Red text. Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all wrong directions. Stop him from... Objection! That question is irrelevant to this case. Thank you!
Jared and Jack, what do you...
Stop talking! Stop fucking talking!
What do you mean relevant? Why is one man just screaming in my ear? Like cheating, she... I'm gonna die, I'm gonna just drop dead.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Except it's not, because this was retrospective. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question.
Our next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Cool.
Well,
did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe for fuck's sake! Uh-oh, he went. Why aren't you... Stop him from answering!
You don't remember? Well then, we just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call as witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Salwood to the stand.
Uh-oh, him again.
Mr. Salwood, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Newspapers, yes. Mr. Salwood, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened to you. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh boy. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. Wait a minute. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in their apartment was... Wait a fucking second. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Huh. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder there was a blackout in the building.
Wait a minute. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? All right, this is it, the real deal. What am I supposed to exactly do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? I can't stop with the voices. Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the kids in the evidence. Yes. Oh, sorry. Then once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Yes. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence and statement now just now related? They aren't, aren't they? Are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making an accusation. Wait, what do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, you say don't have a cell phone. Meaning in the middle of the afternoon there's no answer to nearby apartments. Alright. What time did you call again? You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Silent, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. That way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Interesting take there. Wait, I remember now. Yeah, shocker voicing is painful in the throat, especially the ones I use. Wait, I remember now. Are you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. Probably calling from television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yeah, I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. I've got this one.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
Video. True. Right. You said not saw. Isn't that a little strange?
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest you wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Let's continue testimony. That's it. hold it right there. Prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Irk. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Silent? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Silent, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Well, you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Well, Mr. Sawit, let's hear your testimony once more, please. Oh my God, this would have been dead to water already. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, and I saw it. Oh, what the fuck now? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murderer weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. What? That must have been what I saw. Hold the fuck on. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Answer me, cross-examine the witness. Gladly. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yeah, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remember that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Okay. Fuck you, you liar. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Rejection overruled. Try to think. But that's the truth. It's powered by the. But you need to take. Oh. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. Okay. That's what I just said. Did you know it on the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Objection! Wait just a moment. Un momento, por favor. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now is this supposed to be a clock? Uh-oh. Shit just got real. You're with your objections, your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? Well, that's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. So it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. Apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock.
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole. I'm sorry. In the witness's testimony. Or that too, I was gonna go with the audio versus visual, but yeah. The only way he could have known the weapon was the clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove it I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned in your mind, into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. While the witness care to elaborate, did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock, no, I saw it, There's the meme. There's the meme. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. He went insane. Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You're claiming the sound from the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply... Batteries. All you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries aren't in the right way. That the clock was working fine.
Yes, and?
Oh my God. Yes, Your Honor. As I was saying. Okay, so better think it through here. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Heck!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Okay, so... Yes, Your Honor. No! Not so fast, Mr. Solid! Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Right? Can you think of a reason why it's 3 hours slow? I say yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? Tough words. Let's see you pull this one up. This. Excuse your claim now. Okay. The victim had just home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard before when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Egg! Order, I say. Okay, seriously, the level of leniency here is a little ridiculous. The leniency is fucking ridiculous. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Boom!
Victor, motherfucker! And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sawat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawat let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Again, it's really politer than the color within the lines, man. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. if she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Shindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations. Congratulations, Harry. Hey, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically say the headlines now. Henry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For moi? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yeah, Nick. You believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Sob.
Larry. Are you so sure?
You squeeze me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you. In her own way.
Yeah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Is that it? No? Shay, this is how Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some jump to her.
Huh? What about her clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Yeah.
Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People do. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. Oh my god, the foreshadowing is absurd. Stop. All we can do is believe in them. All you have to do is believe. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in in yourself. Believe in the you that believes in the me that believes in the you that believes in the me, believes in the you and that believes in the me. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you're the same part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over the drinks. Is she hitting on us? Because if so, that's great. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." Wait, Nick? But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, Nick has a Nick's. Oh my god, I'm stupid. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock you gave me. I didn't know about it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Oh no, snuggle it in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Well, see you next time, guys, on episode 2.
Let me